Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me tonight on my kitchen adventure. I'm gonna see if I can fix this screen just a little bit. My tripod is like so sad. We are featuring our stoneware this month because it's Pampered Chef's anniversary, and there goes my tripod. So I'm using my large bar pan, and I'm doing a sheet pan meal, maple roasted chicken with veggies, and I'm feeling a little bit lopsided. I don't know if that's gonna work, but anyways, we're gonna just keep going. So I'm gonna put together the sauce first. This is gonna brush on the chicken, and so it is 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. And one little trick that I like to use is if you are gonna be using oil and then the same measuring spoon, to rub a little bit through it to kind of grease it up, and then your mustard and honey and everything just slides right out. The oil and vinegar dispenser also has a measuring device, so you don't really need to use that, but it sure works well. I'm going to do a tablespoon of honey. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have a puppy right in front of me who is just waiting for me to mess up. Right there. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of our savory maple seasoning. And now that my spoon is messy, I am not going to stick it in there and get the rest of the savory maple filled with Dijon mustard and honey and oil. Although, you know, that wouldn't be bad. Not so bad. And then just give it a stir. And then this is going to, like I mentioned, this is going to brush over the chicken. So, and it smells like this savory maple is just such a unique smell and a unique flavor. It's got sweet maple flavors and kind of like a seasoned salt type of flavor. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's really good. And then we're gonna add some Brussels sprouts, and you guys, I learned a fun little trick. I've got my Brussels sprouts trimmed up, and I'm just doing it in the veggie wedger. Look at there, so fast. Who has ever done that before? Usually just kind of quarter them, but this way it's making them into sixths. There we go. And I've got about 1/4 of an onion, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Just give that a little slicey slice. And then we've got sweet potato. I only have one, and it's kind of small, but it's still gonna work. I don't know if I like this way or the other way better. I think I like the other way better. Let's see. That's the fun thing. I can try both and see which one I like. Yeah, I think this is the one I prefer. Which way do you like to use a peeler? Do you like it this way or straight? Did I drop something, pipes? You guys watching and thinking, boy, she's about to cut herself. Nah. There we go, almost there. All right, got that. And then while we're peeling, I'm gonna grab a few carrots. These go a lot faster because, you know, they're pretty straight. Except the chickens like the carrots. They do not get the potato peels. Funny thing, I guess chickens aren't supposed to have potato peels or raw potato or sweet potato. Got all sorts of green stuff, green veggies, carrots, peppers. There's just a few things that they don't get. So I would love to know, do you have any favorite sheet pan meals that you make? Oh my gosh, she's licking my foot. paper. It's rude. All right. Losing my glasses. They're falling off. All right. That. This may not be the very best sweet potato I've ever had. And we're just going to take it up into small little bites. So what do you like in your sheet pan meals? I mean, fall is such a great time to do sheet pan meals because it makes the whole house smell good. It's warm and hearty, filling, and just so easy. Get it in there and kind of walk away. I love that. And, you know, roasted veggies, it's just so comforting. So, I mean, chicken is kind of always the perfect blank canvas. Alrighty, these are good to go. And then, guess what else we're gonna put in? Can you imagine? Can you guess? Apple. All right, so this is me, and I always put them stem side down. I feel like it sits it flatter because see, this bottom is not straight. So if I stood it up that way, then my wedger would not go straight. So then I'd give it a little start. So just kind of get it started and then just go straight down. And it works perfect every time. I love our apple wedger because it has 10 slots. And when you're a family of 5, guess what? That's the perfect math. So when my kids were little, it worked out really well because then everybody got 2. So those are going in. And I'm just getting these a little bit smaller. What's your favorite kind of apple? I love the little bit tart ones, like Honeycrisp, Gala. I think my family likes Fuji mostly, so that's usually what we get. But Honeycrisp are probably the best. So if you have a favorite apple, I'd love to know what it is. All right, so that's all the veggies. Got my chicken sliced. So then on the veggies, we are going to drizzle some seasoning, some oil. So here's how this works. I'm going to squeeze it. Can you see it filling? So if you do 3 squeezes, that's 1 tablespoon. I just love that so much that I don't have to measure, and it's always handy. So like if I'm cooking, I'll just pull this out and set it right by the stove. So I can get it right there into my pan. And then another tablespoon of seasoning. Then a little bit of salt. A half a teaspoon, so that's like 3 pinches. Right. All right. So then this is going to get tossed and then just go into the pan. So get those seasonings mixed around. Oh, I love all the colors. They're so pretty. Got the green Brussels sprouts, the orange carrots and sweet potato, the kind of red burgundy of the apple, and the white of the onion. So look at that. Oh, so good. All right, on to my sheet pan, which I shall bring over and show you how we're going from here. And then I've got my chicken, and we're just gonna I'm gonna slice it a little bit. These are 5s because, you know, that's so good for roasting. And you're just gonna tuck the chicken kind of around in, intermingled with the veggies. I want this one a little bit smaller. Okay. You can go there, and you can go there, and you can go there. And then we've got our little sauce that we made up, and I'm gonna just brush that on. Make sure that each of these chicken pieces gets the sauce. Guys, oh, I love this. And then it's gonna roast. I have the oven on at 425, and we're gonna roast for about 35 minutes. So that's perfect amount of time to tidy up, get the table set, and get everybody ready for dinner. What do you like to do while it's cooking? Are you helping people with homework? Do you tidy up? Do you start laundry? What do you do? I'm always curious. I'm sure I'll find something to do. Gotta feed the animals. They're hungry. This one's hungry, that's why she's right here. I don't know if you can see her walking past, but she likes to be right here with me while I'm cooking. All right, and there we have it. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? All right, well, I'll be sure to share pictures when it's done. But thanks so much for joining me on this kitchen adventure, and I will see you next time.